Today we are going to show you how to make a quick and simple festive dessert that is keto and low carb.
Yes, we are going to be using this Keto Strawberry Jam to make this delicious strawberry cheesecake parfait. How good does it look, guys?
It looks so good.
So first of all, we wanted to say thanks so much to Keep Keto for sponsoring this video. So we're really excited to be using their strawberry jam in this recipe, and we also love their crackers. That's probably our first love.
We do. We have, this is unfortunately in the old packaging, but this is their garlic bread crackers. They also have like a plain original one. They are so good. They can hold a fair amount of dip. As you know, I love a cracker that can really is a vessel to get as much dip into my mouth in one scoop.
And they're garlic bread flavoured, so you can't really go wrong.
Exactly. They're delicious. So check out Keep Keto. We'll pop a link in the description below for their website.
Yeah, so not only do they make crackers, they also make some condiments. So they have this keto strawberry and chia seed jam, and they also have a capsicum relish.
Have we tried that? Because that sounds delicious.
That would be really nice with cream cheese and the crackers, like to make a dip.
Yum.
So perfect for this time of year where we're perhaps doing a bit of entertaining again.
So is the best place to buy it on their website?
Yes, so it's keepketo.com.au, and lovely to support an Australian company.
So this recipe is perfect if you're entertaining this Christmas, like if Christmas Day, if you've got dessert, you could have a lot of wow factor with like presenting them in these little individual glasses. If you knew you had like 10 people coming, it's all kind of individually portioned up. It's so easy to make it.
Super quick and easy to make, and the recipe can definitely be doubled because it makes 6, but if you have more people coming, and it's just a really yummy summery dessert that feels a little bit festive.
So you could probably make the crumb and the cheesecake separate and then like assemble it on the day. Like you could probably make it a day or two ahead and then assemble it on the day and then take it. So you don't have to be like in the kitchen Christmas Day or whatever. You can have it all ready to go.
Definitely. So let's get in the kitchen and make it. So the first step is going to be making the crumble part of our parfait, which kind of replicates the base of the cheesecake. So we have got some desiccated coconut, just unsweetened, some almond meal or almond flour, so just ground blanched almonds. We like to use Sucrin Gold, which is a brown sugar substitute, but you could use any sweet 1-for-1 sugar replacement you have, or the Lakanto Gold would be a good option, which is available at the supermarket. And we are just going to melt some butter. So we're just going to mix this all together. So I've preheated the oven to 160 degrees Celsius, 320 Fahrenheit, and I've just lined a baking tray with some baking paper, and then we're going to mix our base ingredients all together. So we've got our coconut, our almond meal, and our Sucrin Gold. Just going to mix this together a little bit, and it doesn't matter if there's a bit of lumps, that's okay. And then I'm just going to add in the melted butter, and then it should go to like a kind of like a wet sand sort of consistency.
So as always, the full recipe will be in the description below.
Yes, thanks Dan, good point. Okay, so that's the consistency we're going for. Now we're just going to spread this out onto the tray. Just want it in like a single thinnish kind of layer. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're just going to crumble it up anyway. And then bake it in the oven until it kind of starts to go golden brown. Doesn't take long, like it literally just takes about 6 to 8 minutes, so you really want to keep an eye on it. It'll depend on your oven, but it can start to brown really quickly, so just keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, because almond flour and coconut can both kind of catch quite quickly, so just watch it.
Okay, now we just want to set that aside to cool completely while we make the cheesecake. So the other part of our cheesecake parfait is the cheesecake. So we have got just some regular cream cheese, some pure cream or like heavy whipping cream if you're in the US, sucrin icing, which is like a powdered sugar or icing sugar substitute, so it's really fine, like kind of corn flour consistency. If you don't have this, you can just blend up a regular kind of granulated sweetener in like a Ninja Bullet or a food processor until it gets really fine.
I think you can buy Lecanto icing sugar at Coles or Woolies now.
Yes.
Do you know which one? One of them. Yeah. Coles or Woolies. Sorry, guys.
I'm pretty sure it's Woolworths. I've also just got some vanilla extract and of course our Keto Strawberry and Chia seed jam. Optional if you would like some fresh strawberries to garnish your parfait, but
I like the fresh strawberries because it adds a real freshness on top of the heavy cheesecake. I like it.
So the first thing you want to do for the cheesecake filling is whip up the cup of cream until it is stiff peaks, and then we're going to set that aside. So we have our softened cream cheese in a bowl. You really want to make sure it's softened. It's going to make it so much easier. We're just going to use these electric beaters to really soften it and kind of make it just a nice smooth consistency. You could also do this in like a food processor or something if you have it. So you can see the cream cheese is all nice and smooth and creamy now. So we're going to add in our powdered sweetener and our vanilla. It's always a good idea to sift in the powdered sweetener because it does get lumpy and you do not want little lumps of sweetener in your cheesecake. You can just use the back of the spoon to kind of press it through and that will break up any of the lumps. Okay, now we're just going to beat this all up again. Just don't go too fast at the beginning or the... Okay, so you can see how smooth and creamy the mixture looks now. I did just scrape down the sides a few times in between just to make sure there wasn't any cream cheese that wasn't combined, but that's looking really good. So now we're going to incorporate our whipped cream into this mixture. So I'm just going to take half of our whipped cream mixture and we're just going to fold that into the cream cheese mixture just to kind of loosen it up a bit because it's quite thick.
So at this point are you trying to keep the air in the whipped cream?
Yeah, but with the first lot you kind of...
You lose some of it.
You do, yeah. But you can see it's kind of coming together into one consistency now. But you can see already it's much lighter, not as stiff. So I'll add in the rest of the cream. So you can see how smooth and creamy that looks. And now we are going to ripple our jam through this mixture. So now we're going to drizzle in some of our Keto Strawberry jam. I'm going to use about 1/4 cup. I'm just going to drizzle that over the top of our cheesecake mixture and then just really lightly stir it through because we want that kind of rippled effect. We don't want it to be
just all pink,
completely combined. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just gently ripple this through. How good does that look?
It looks so good.
Okay, I think that's pretty good. So our cheesecake mixture is ready now. So our crumble mixture has been out of the oven for a while now and it has completely cooled down, and you can see it's kind of set into, so what you want to do is just gently break it up. But you want to try and keep some chunky bits, because it is nice if you get, you know, a little chunky
Yeah, it's
bit.
more biscuity than if it was like a really fine, like let's say you then put that through like the food processor and crumbed it again. I like the texture of getting like a bit of a chunk.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it does.
It smells like freshly baked biscuits or something. Okay, so we're just going to gently break this up, and then I'm going to kind of try and, as evenly as I can, divide the mixture into half, and we'll use half of it in the base of our parfaits, and then we'll keep the rest to pop on the top. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our parfait. So we're just using this little glass to serve it in, but you could use, you know, if you had a nice little serving glass or even a bowl, or you could, if you didn't want to do it in 6 individual servings, you could do it in 1 large serving. So we're going to take some of our crumble and pop it in the base. And then we're going to spoon some of our cheesecake filling on the top. So you probably want to be a little bit careful when you're doing this if you're kind of trying, for presentation. You could even pop this into a piping bag if that would make it easier, and kind of pipe some of it in, but I'm not going to be too precious about it. Okay, so you can see the Keep Keto jam gives that yummy kind of rippled effect, which I think just looks so festive as well, don't you think, Dan?
It looks nice, I like it.
So then we're going to pop some more crumble on the top, which is the best part in my opinion. And then you can also, if you wanted, add some fresh strawberries on the top. How good does that look? And so quick and easy to prepare. Shall we taste it? So that's how easy it is to make. I felt like it barely took any time, and look how impressive it is. And let me tell you, those biscuity crumb things,
they're delicious.
Just put them on everything. Are you going to give it a try?
I will say it was pretty easy for me to make. I didn't do anything, as per usual. Oh, the biscuit.
Just gives a nice little crunch, sweet, and like a bit of sweetness.
I love cheesecake. It's probably my favourite dessert. Would you say? I think it's my favourite dessert.
100%.
And the cheesecake with the whipped cream in it is just such a light texture.
Yes.
It's so smooth. And it's not the heaviness of a cheesecake.
Yeah, like it's not, to me, this is like takes the stress out of making a cheesecake, because I know if you do like a gelatin one, that you're kind of sweating on its setting, or if you do a baked one, you're worried about it, you know, and sometimes they can be so cloying, but this one's just light and sweet and delicious, and the ripple of the strawberry jam is just clutch. So
good. You definitely have to try this for like Christmas or entertaining anyone. Yeah, it would be perfect.
Yes. So thanks again to Keep Keto for sponsoring this video. I'm very excited.
It's our first sponsored video, guys. Have you not picked up on that? It's our first sponsored video. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching.
Bye.